Hey guys, Chris here. Today I'm going to show you how I pack my backpack and what I pack in it. It's winter and I got a few adjustments I've made for winter, but it's mainly clothes and the boots and the snowshoes, things like that. Otherwise, this is what I pack throughout the year when I backpack. But I use the Osprey Atmos 65. I love this pack. I've had it since about 2016, and this has been my go-to overnight full backpack. It's got a lot of great things. It's the AG, which is the anti-gravity, which is this whole ventilated back panel here. Look at that thing. Giant, it's like a giant clam here, ready to swallow you up. Very comfortable. 2.5 inches of space between your back and the pack, so it's very well ventilated. Does have hip belt pockets. Sternum strap right there with a whistle. Lots of adjustments. Dual access water bottle holders, which what that means is you can access it this way and or that way, like that. And does have a removable top lid. I like that if you want to go a little bit lighter and you don't need that. Also, it has stretch mesh cargo back panel. This is one of my favorite things. I really like that. I just like to be able to reach in, pull out a map, pull out whatever I want to put in there for the day. Sleeping pad straps that are removable and a sleeping bag compartment. Also has the dual ice axe holders on the back here. I use mine for the snow shovel or a tripod if I'm filming or doing photography. Also has the Stow-on-the-Go trekking pole holders, which I really like that as well. This whole thing, the pack itself weighs 4.56 pounds. That is a pretty decent weight. It's not ultra light, but it is ultra comfortable, so that's why I like it. In the top lid here, which like I said is removable with these straps right here, there are two zippered pockets. At the very top, I store my phone. I have an iPhone and my charger. And the charger, this is kind of cool, I thought. It's called the Black Web, and I can get about 3 phone charges out of this. It does have a carabiner on it. I don't know if I'm going to hang that on my pack, but it has 2 USB ports right there, so I could actually charge 2 phones or 2 devices at the same time. And it also has a LED light built into it just to give it a little extra something to work with there if you're looking for your headlight or looking for anything. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So anyways, electronics, keep a pair of gloves, and it's not a real big pocket, but it's decent. And then this is the main pocket right here on the top lid, and I keep a variety of things up here. I have my headlight, which I want quick access to that. I'm going to shut this off here. Boop. There we go. I keep my fire starter here because I was not able to fit this in my camp kit, but it's red, and so I know that's my fire starter kit right there. I also have a bite and sting kit, basically a snake kit. I've seen some snakes on the trail. I've seen them in the backcountry, and I do not want to get bit. So if I do get bit, I want some options. Life straw. This is for me a nice backup water supply. I just like having that. Makes me feel a little peace of mind there. And how this works is you just open the ends, and then you can drink out of any stream or lake for the most part, and it filters the water for you. So that works really great. That is my backup though. That's not my main water system. Then I have my toilet kit, my toiletries right there, sunscreen, lip balm, hand sanitizer, toothbrush, toothpaste, and a lot of minis. Everything's mini or travel size. Works really great. Get those at Walmart kind of thing. Here's basically the shit stick is what they call it. Trawl here, and got that at Walmart. That works pretty well. TP right there. I go with these Kleenex pre-packaged ones. They're basically waterproof or water resistant right off the bat. Plus you put it in a Ziploc and you get like 6 of them for $1 kind of thing. I just like how compact that is, and that works great for me. And then we go to the back here, and here is, like I said, I have the snow shovel for winter. This works nice just to have that strapped on there like that. And all right, love my shovel. It's adjustable and that works great. Very lightweight. I'm not sure what it weighs, but very, very handy to have. I keep this in the back of my vehicle as well when I'm not backpacking, in case I get stuck in a snowbank or something. I got something to work with. So we have, in the main compartment, this is a top-loading backpack, and for right now, I just put my cook kit right at the top there, but I have things that I want quick access to. So here's my rain jacket right there. In case it's going to rain, I can grab that right away. Don't have to dig around for that. Also right near the top I have my first aid kit. It's pretty beefed up first aid kit. I've added some extra things to it. I've gone through it. I've upgraded some things. And I just like having a first aid kit that is fully loaded. It's got the scissors, the tweezers, antibiotic ointment, extra band-aids, first aid little book, all kind of things in there. But there's a lot in there that's could be useful if things go a little bit sideways on you. So next you can see in here in our top load that I have, this is my clothes bag, and I have also right next to that is my puffy down jacket. This is a pretty good sized down jacket. I got this to fit in this compression sack here. I like that. And my clothes consist of mainly the microfiber long underwear and long underwear shirt and long underwear and then the extra socks, smart wool and regular wool, and whatever I can get that's quick drying and warm, that's going to really help me out on the trail. And I don't have like a lot of extra clothes, but I do have stuff that's fairly strategic. I got my REI long sleeve microfiber shirt that, you know, I'll be wearing this stuff too, so I won't have to have this all packed away. But I do carry it in a dry sack. I really like that. And I actually have a couple of extra dry sacks because as you go on the trail and when you're out there, you may need an extra sack for something. So I like having that. Now here is where the main stuff in my backpack is. If you can see that, I have my sleeping pad, which is the Nemo Tensor extra wide regular. It's regular wide, and this is very comfortable. I really like this. And this thing, it weighs 19 ounces, just under a pound. Very comfortable. I like this. I also have my camp chair right there. That is the REI Flex Light. I did a review on this with my gear that will make the difference for your backpacking trip. And then I'm a big Bear canister person. Some people like these, some people love them, some people hate them. They'd rather just take the food sack and hang it from a tree. I don't like the food sack. I just don't like the idea of coming in late at night and then you got to tie a rock to a rope and throw it over a tree branch and get it just right. But some people are really comfortable with that. They're happy with that. This works for me. This also doubles as a camp chair, and I get a lot of gear inside here. So we're going to take a look at this real quick, look at my kitchen setup, my food setup, and what I have in there. But I like this. I like all my stuff like in one place. So I grab this, I just go to the campfire, and now I can set up my stove and start working on dinner and whatever else I'm working on for, you know, coffee and things like that. So, and then that's it for the main compartment for me. I've got a lot of stuff in there. You can see this is where the hydration sleeve is, that pocket there, if you are going to be using the hydration reservoir. But when it's winter and even in the shoulder seasons, early spring and late fall, the hoses can freeze up. So I'm more comfortable using the water bottles and then boiling some water, or using my filtration system, which I have inside here. I'm going to show you that in a minute. So outside here I have my tent. This is the REI Quarter Dome 1, and I love this tent. Very nice, very lightweight tent. 2 pounds 7 ounces. Very happy with that. It's a very durable tent, and you can sit up pretty high. It's 42-inch height on it. Outside here we have the outside stretch mesh pocket. This is where I keep my maps, and I got a compass in here. Usually put a hat or whatever, windbreaker, whatever you want during the day while you're traveling. I can drop in some trail mix. Whatever you're doing, you can just throw it in there. I like the outside stretch mesh. It's just such a casual place to put things. It does have a couple of big pockets here, and I've had my cook kit in here before, and water filtration can go in there, but there's a couple of really nice pockets right there. But I've got so much of my gear that I like to keep all together. It's inside here, so it kind of frees some things up. So I could actually take like this chair and I could put it, look at that, I think I could put that right there if I wanted to. That would open up some room inside my main compartment. So I'm always adjusting, always adapting to what works or doesn't work when you're loading your backpack and you have your gear even changing on you based on the season or what kind of gear that you've upgraded to. So in the bottom here is the sleeping bag compartment right there, and that works really well for me with my Kelty Cosmic Down. Check that out. It's a 20-degree bag, very nice bag. It's a little light for winter. You probably want to be a 10 or a 0. This is good to about 19 degrees, but that's the suggested survival rate. Your comfort weight is, or not weight, but temperature, probably about 28-30 degrees with this. So I'm right at the edge with this sleeping bag. So I may need to upgrade or just keep an eye on the weather and see what I'm getting into. Okay, like I mentioned, for bear storage, I go with a bear canister. This is called a Backpacker's Cache. This works really well for me. I can put a lot of cook, camp, and food material in this thing. I hide a little penny under some duct tape here. Take that, and then I unlock it, and like that, open and press that button right there. There's no way in the world a bear will get inside this thing. That's a good thing. National parks have you use these, as well as some wilderness areas and things. So I really prefer this over the hanging it from a tree kind of situation. I keep a solar luminade inflatable light in here for my when I'm cooking. I love having a good light source while I'm cooking. I do have an inflatable cup. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly here. Inflatable cup there. I got my snack bars. I do carry some cigars. I like to have a little cigar now and then. Lightweight, easy to work with. Here's my mini Sawyer water filtration system. That works good. I keep that in there. I keep a ton of stuff in here. Watch this, you guys. Some trail bars. Hurricane whistle, great thing to have. You can hear for up to a mile away with these. These are great. Woo! That is loud, but this thing will blast. In case of emergency, good thing to have. I got some freeze-dried chicken teriyaki, but here's my food. Some different food I can stick in here. Look at all this stuff. More trail bars. And then I got my fuel canister right here. Here's a quick tip for you. Take your duct tape, wrap it around the base of your fuel canister for storage to take with you. And on those very cold days, you can, when you pick up your canister and your canister is ice cold, it literally is a lot warmer or more comfortable to feel. But that is a good way to carry about 3 or 4 wraps on this thing, and you're getting like that much. And 2 and 3 feet of duct tape. That's great way to carry it. Some people carry it in their trekking pole, but duct tape on the fuel canister. My matches, fire starter kit right there. Coffee. I have another quick tip here. I have the GSI ultralight Java set up, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Here's my not inflatable, my collapsible tea kettle. I like this thing. This works great. It's just easier to pour out of, and it cooks. It boils water pretty quickly. So sit. There it is. Yes. And then I like to carry some extra dry bags. Here is my cook setup right here. Spork, obviously, sporks work great. I got a GSI cook kit. It's got a little frying pan at the top here. That works great. Tin cup. I like the classic look tin cup. My E-Tech City stove. $16. I'm probably going to get an MSR updated little plate here, and way to boil some water. Look at that. Isn't that great? But look at all the stuff I could fit inside of this canister here. And then this is not all floating around my backpack. I love that. Here's a quick tip for you. Get the GSI ultralight Java drip here, and this clips on to your mug like this, and then you put your coffee in this filter, and you could bring your own coffee with you, so you don't have to have the instant coffee packets. Those work great. I love the Starbucks Via, the Folgers. Those work great. But if you want to bring your own coffee with you, you can put it inside this filter system. This thing is ultralight at 0.4 pounds. Look at how this thing collapses down. It actually fits on the bottom of your canister to take up pretty much zero space. Look at that. This thing works great. It does take a number 4 filter if you would like to go with a filter for a slower drip, and you're going to get a stronger brew when you do that. So another quick tip, trail tip, is to go to a mini mart, pick up for yourself sugars, creamers, and stir sticks to bring with for backpacking if you like cream and sugar, even the little stir stick, like I said. And that's a good tip to remember. And look at that, it takes up hardly any room there. So all my cook stuff right there, love it. I do bring my sunglasses. I do like having the headband on them to keep them. I'm always losing them, so I like to make sure that they're not going to go anywhere. Things you're going to be wearing would be your gloves, obviously, gaiters, polar fleece. I like having some polar fleece, makes a great layer. Obviously, a good hat for the winter. My trekking poles, I have snow baskets for these, so that is going to work well with my snowshoes. Here's my snowshoes. I got Atlas Tub snowshoes, so this works really well with that. I like having the trekking poles in the summer and in the winter. Just going down the steep slopes. Of going in the deep snow, you got to have the trekking poles. That's what I like to do. Another good option to have is to bring a collapsible or a portable saw of some kind. Especially when in winter, it's really nice to have a campfire after a day of hiking or snowshoeing to gather around, and so I would recommend some kind of a saw so you can get some wood. Summer you don't necessarily need a campfire, you got your stove and all like that. In some places you can't even have a campfire in the middle of summer if there's fire warnings out, things like that. So, but that's how I do it. I'm surprised at how much gear I actually can fit in this backpack, and look at all this stuff. But it makes your life way more comfortable having some decent gear to work with, and that's the whole point of all this gear, is to be comfortable, warm, dry, and safe, and then you can enjoy your trip and have some good memories and do it again. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. And if you like this video, if you like what I do, like it, subscribe. You guys know what to do, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Keep hiking.